It's that time of the week again to settle yourself down and space yourself out. Tonight we continue our season of vintage sci-fi with the all-time classic, This Island Earth. A tale of dying worlds, space travel, and aliens with really big heads. But first, in the 1940s, if you had dodgy eyesight, you had to wear horrendous specs like these, which made you look like a total geek. But help was on hand in the shape of a popular science innovation. Hard enough to withstand a blow from a hammer, tinted enough to make you look like a mutant. I give you invisible eyeglasses.
Too bad she has to wear glasses, such heavy ones to distort such eyes. But Dr. Reuben Greenspoon of Beverly Hills, California, is fitting her to contact lenses. These are saucer-like shells of thinnest plastic, which by a revolutionary development in optometry can now be fitted to the eyeball with microscopic perfection. He has made of a jelly-like substance a perfect impression of her eye. This mold quickly hardens to impart a marvelously accurate form to the matrix of common dental stone which is poured into it. From this, the now finished plastic contact lens is made as near perfection as anything human can be. And what is proving a priceless boon to wearers, particularly athletes, is this unbreakable lens worn safely by ski jumpers, swimmers, divers, yes, and boxers too. With the aid of a rubber vacuum cup, the lenses slip painlessly under the lids to be worn without the slightest discomfort. After a little practice, putting on her glasses will take less than a minute. Not only are they safe to wear, they correct defects beyond the reach of ordinary glasses, and you just wouldn't know she wears them. But that's not all. As an adjunct to Hollywood's movie makeup art, they are proving a sensation. Now, an actor may have any kind of eyes he wants for his role. The eyes have long defeated the makeup expert, for in them, youth lives or fades or dies, and nobody has ever been able to do anything about it. Now, however, a young player can have the burnt-out eyes of a rake, half mad, by the simple expedient of putting them in. Or his role may call for aged, roomy eyes to match a palsied body, withered face, and made-up hair. While stellar beauties now have their own choice of color, even mismatched if they like, artificial brown contrasting with natural blue. Not many, we hope, will go for that. Her birthright shade is blue, but she may change to a lighter shade if her role or fancy desires it. This is a factor of growing importance as more and more movies are made in color. The eyes have it. Yes, the eyes have it.
Broadly speaking, there are two types of alien. There's the friendly type who looks odd but says reassuring stuff like,
"We hope to live in harmony with the citizens of your Earth."
In harmony?
And then there's the other sort. This Island Earth has both. Made in 1955, it's an end-of-the-world saga with a twist. The twist being that it's not our world that's about to end. It's the alien planet of Metaluna. Now, to prevent this disaster, head Metalunian Exeter comes to Earth to set up a base full of top nuclear scientists with great chat-up lines.
About that nuclear decay factor, Ruth.
Strangely, despite being the cleverest people on the planet, none of the scientists mention the fact that their hosts have white hair, large Tefal-type heads, and Dennis Healy-style eyebrows. But they soon suspect that all is not well down on the Boffin farm when they discover that if you disobey the aliens, they put you under a sinister sun lamp.
That's what it looks like. Only instead of a suntan, you get your brain cells rearranged.
And if you try and escape, the penalty is fatal. Very much of the time, the characters are pure 50s sci-fi. The dashing hero is deep-voiced and square-jawed, and the female heroine is so feeble, she even gets patronized by the alien.
Ruth, don't tell me that as a woman you're not curious about our destination.
But it's okay for Exeter to be sexist because he's obviously a superior being. You can tell this by the size of his head and by the deft way he tackles the most taxing of problems.
Ruth, you take the first tube. You the next.
What about you?
I'll use the third tube.
But it's the special effects that really make the film a classic, from the spaceship scorching through the thermal zone and the converter tubes in full effect to the stunning Metaluna landscape. It's a total visual feast, none more dramatic than the mutant. The mutant's head was constructed in the Universal Studios makeup lab upon a bust of the actress Anne Sheridan, who was known at the time as the Oomph Girl. The costume allegedly cost $20,000, And in the final confrontation with our heroes, the mutant bleeds real tomato ketchup, which apparently started to go off under the hot studio lights.
This whole thing smells to high heaven.
Exactly. Mind you, if your brains are busting out of your head, I suppose BO's the least of your problems. Hey,